These biting my style, I hope they got dental plans. So get it straight from the source and cut out the middle man. Get that.
It's me, rocking the stuff. What'd you get? I feel cool.
Get that pure.
It's me, Handsome. We are back with another episode of Verse for Verse.
Yes, sir.
Today we got another legend in my book.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a legend in everybody's book. I know he's a legend in this guy's book.
Top 5 in my book.
I mean?
Definitely a legend in my book.
Okay.
He from my era.
You know what I'm saying?
One of my
But,
guys.
you know, they say he hasn't had that much work. You know what I mean? Even though I guess Big is another one. He's a legend with the little bit of work he has. But
And it's not his fault.
it's not his fault. Okay. But we're going to talk about Mason Betha. You know what I'm saying?
$8 E.
Yes.
And if you ever out trying to find me,
I think this guy he kind of, from my era at least, he has had some of the best swag, talking a certain way that it's just like, they don't do it like this. You know what I mean? I think anybody that tries to talk slick, I feel like they getting it from him because he was a slick talker.
he's the blueprint in my opinion.
Definitely.
Okay.
Slick talk God.
You know what I mean? I think there's definitely, you know, people like Jay who talk crazy, but Hov, nobody does it quite like Mace. You know what I'm saying? But we going to talk about Feel So Good, amazing record. You want to party? Go put this on. It gets the party going every time.
That's a fact.
Oh yeah. I just found my favorite part. I remember it now.
So he started off. What you know about going out, head west, red legs, TVs, all up in the headrest. Trying to live it up, ride through a bigger truck, piece all glittered up, stick up kid, good what? Jig with a cut, sip, crisp, spit it up. Hoes rock,
Get your nuts,
till
I
you can't get it up. I'm a big man, get this man room. I done hit everything from Cancun to Grant's Tomb. We're gonna stop.
Wow, that's a lot of places.
Yeah, we gotta stop. Man. Since this is your guy, let's talk about how you felt when you first heard this. Because this ain't the first record you heard from Mace.
It might have been.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it was. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I remember that this was on one of those VHSs when we didn't have cable that had the music videos on it. It was just one of those. Oh no, I'm lying. That was one of my problems. But this is definitely the first record I heard from Mace. And at the time, I heard him on the 112, right?
Okay.
Did the feature on that. So that's the first record.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, Mace, he comes on crazy. Like what
The
you
flow.
know about going out and what? Like
I said,
it's
he
so
can stunt.
fly.
The way he fly, it's too fly. He's stunting on niggas. I mean, you don't know nothing about what I'm about to.
And
that's
I
his
didn't
first-
know nothing about it. I was young and I didn't know nothing about it. So he was definitely, painting that picture for me. You know
And for
what I'm
you,
saying?
Seth, this wasn't the first time you heard Mace, was it?
Nah, I don't think so. See, the only thing I was trying to think of the first time that I heard him, but I know I heard like mixtape
Yeah,
type
he freestyle,
Mace.
Yeah,
Murder
all
Mace.
And he always was nice, but then when they let them like Puff,
I was
he had
murdered,
that
P.
master
Diddy,
plan.
Name Me Pretty.
There you go. He had that master plan, and he put him in this light where it's like take these hood dudes and let them get out there and get jiggy and get fresh, because that was that Harlem shit.
Right.
Like there was a time, remember, shout to Neil, where
Oh, yeah.
he was Harlem. Like he was out there and he was looking. I swear, every time I seen him, this nigga was looking like a Mason. He was looking like a video. This nigga, and he was the talk, all of it. It was all consistent, but it was
man.
like.
I mean,
slick
was
talk
this?
shit.
This is after niggas done started something and all that, right? Yeah. See, because I didn't know none of that. Like, I think I heard him with 112, and then I heard this, and instantly for me, I was like, my guy has arrived. I'm like, the guy that I like,
He
that
speaks to you.
I identify with,
Speaks to you.
This is the guy. I mean, before that, I was listening to the Lots and everybody.
And
When I
I-
heard Mace, I'm like, this is my guy.
I think, out of all the verses we've done so far, haven't had anybody stunting like this. What you know about going out, heading west in the red legs with TVs in
all
the
up in the
headset.
headrest. Trying to live it up. Ride through a bigger truck. Piece all glittered
Stick
up.
up kid, what? What do you want to do, stick up kid?
Is he getting? Is there some Scooby Doo?
I mean, he's flowing so crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's Scooby Doo.
I think that's what he means by Scooby Doo.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you niggas to
His
understand.
about going out half west. That can't be Scooby Doo. Because Scooby Doo, but he has to be multiple syllables. This is just half west red lex.
Son.
I think so. I think so.
It's when you get in a pocket with a flow where it's just like, because if you start saying his part, you're gonna start going like.
But that's I don't think all Scooby Doo would make you do that.
Well,
this flow was
but like a lot of it, I think
some of it don't even be on a beat that you could dance to. They just be going all over the beat, kind of.
I mean, later on in the record, he gets a little more Scooby Doo.
Right, let's listen. Let's keep going.
And then last verse.
Why you standing on the wall, hand on your balls, lighting up drugs, always fighting in the club? I'm the reason they made the dress code. They figure I wouldn't wild when I'm in my fresh clothes. That's fire.
Crazy.
That's fire.
I think that lyric's one of those lyrics that I remember hearing. I've been hearing it. I hear it all the time since I heard it this year. Like, that's one of those things people say. Like, they feel fly in the club. Like, they figure I went wild when I'm in my friend's clothes. Like, even if, like, I love when dudes have lyrics that just stay the test of time. Like, this is one of those lyrics to me that I hear all the time. People just regurgitate.
He said he's the reason they made a dress code.
I hear that all the time. It's crazy.
They figured he wouldn't go crazy because he's in his best dress clothing.
That's a fact.
Oh, man. Then where does he go? Lighting up drugs. He's just stunting on niggas, man.
Always fighting in the club. I'm the reason they made the dress code. They figure out when.
Why you standing on the wall?
Clothes. Dresses, hold on. Dresses are supposed from my neck to my toes. Neck full of gold. Baguettes in my rolls. Rec shows, collect those extra O's. Buy an E, get a key to the Lex to hold. East, West, every state, come on. Bury the hate. Millions, the only thing we in a hurry to make.
With the slow draw.
In the Lex or Benz, let's begin. Bring this BS to an end.
With the slow draw. He was going crazy. And then he was talking so fly and in such a fire way. Like, you got people like, you know, like Baby. You got people that talk money talk, fly, but they can't talk like that.
And I think even when he's
saying,
when he's talking about, like, he's really making you. Also, you gotta remember, this is coming after. Like I said, I'm listening to Locks, I'm listening to X. I mean, it was real gritty. You know, early late '90s. You got Wu-Tang, so he's changing the culture too. And I think this also why I think the record hits the way it hits. It's like feels so good, and he's talking about like, yeah, that's cool, but let's have some fun. Let's be fly. So while y'all hanging on the wall, hanging all that gangster talk, it's like
let's feel good, all man. Of it. Let's feel good. Let's feel good with this feel good music.
And I think he was the first one because you know Diddy had a vision, right? With the shiny suit, whatever you wanted to call what he was doing. So they did it with the Locks. And you could, it was forced. You could tell it was forced. When Mace did it, it was effortless. It was like he stepped into it, and it was like,
and he brought the dancing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was effortless. You know Other niggas look like, you know what I'm saying? Like you make a kid go to church and tell a nigga put that blaze on, put it, and they'd be standing there like, So I think that's part of also why the record is so heavy, because like you said, the timing of it, he literally changed the culture. That's why I said for me, he's the blueprint. I feel like he's the one that said, you know, like if you're watching something and be like the DJ Rewind, he did that to the whole industry. That's a fact.
He said, whether friend or ex-friend in a Lex or a Benz, let's begin.
Bring this BS to an end.
Like, I mean, I don't know how dangerous things were back in those times.
You know exactly how dangerous it was. Are you kidding me?
It's like he really wanted the danger to stop, man.
He wanted to have fun.
Yeah, let's just party. Let's get girls. Let's get neck. Let's have sex with women. He
said, let's get next.
Let's go crazy.
He said that. Buy an E, get a key to the Lex to hold.
I mean, that's why I said this is one of them. I can't just talk about the first verse because
I'm glad you don't. Because
he really keeps talking.
Because you want to talk about the whole song.
He keeps going. Go ahead. Rich, go ahead.
Because this is probably like, this is going to get a little more Scooby-Doo. This is my part right here.
Go ahead.
So my boy goes, you can't understand, we be Waikiki, sipping DP to the TV, look 3D. Little kids see me, we out in DC with a Z3 Chrome VBs, they want to be me. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you what's also crazy about that. Everything in this song, I wanted to do my whole life. And I think it's probably because I heard this song, and I'm like, I got to do everything Mace is talking about. I need a red legs.
I need Dom Perignon.
You know I need DP. I need to go to Waikiki, which I didn't even know what it was until I went. I'm like, oh, this is what Mace was talking about. Hawaii. Okay, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So
you wanted the Chrome BBs?
They wanted to be me. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas talking shit.
They ought to quit. Unfortunate. They don't see a fourth what I get. And those be the same ones walking while I whip. Just started seeing cars because they auction it.
Wow.
So they can't even.
Wow.
So they ain't even. The only reason they getting whips is because they getting the auctions.
Yeah, you could put your bid at $200 and maybe get a car.
You know them shits got wild mileage. They done been in 18 accidents. Shit.
They just started seeing whips.
He's probably getting them fresh off the lot, no mileage, nothing. They might get the BMW, but it got 190 miles on it, and they got it for $300.
That's why they stand on the wall handle.
And those are dudes that are talking. Talking ish. They ought to quit.
The what else are they doing,
That's why they stand on the wall hand on their boss. Somebody fight in the club. Niggas angry.
Tight.
They angry.
Tight. And this is probably why people
they ought to quit.
They ought to quit.
Unfortunately,
they don't see a fourth what he get.
They don't see a fourth what he get. They don't see a fourth of what he get.
Yikes.
Did not realize why some people don't like me. I've been embodying my boy Mason Bethel since the beginning.
So while you daydream, my Mercedes gleam, and I deal with hoes that pose in Maybelline.
One time you had it all. I ain't mad at y'all. Now give me the catalog. I'll show you how daddy ball. 6 cars and power to fire big stars. Sitting up CEO style, smoking on cigars, nigga. It's like y'all be talking funny. I don't understand language from people with short money. What? He doesn't understand language from people with short money?
If he wanted to, he could start a stunting class and teach niggas how to stunt
but even though he's stunting though, he's speaking like factual ways that people live. So if you're in a room and say you're trying to do something and somebody that's doing whatever you're trying to do and they got more money than you, you're supposed to be quiet when it's seriously. You're supposed to listen when they talking. That's what he's saying. If we both rappers and we in the same room and you talking and you don't got money, you need to be quiet, nigga, because I can show you how to get some of this money.
I can show you how to ball.
I mean,
I can show you.
Has he dropped any jewels on how to get money? I think he just wanted to tell niggas.
He's showing you, I'm the one.
I'm the guy with the money. He's
and foul. If you don't got it, relax.
So while you daydream, my Mercedes gleam, and I deal with hoes that pose in Maybelline.
Hey, go ahead.
Oh man, listen.
Mason Bethel.
We might as well keep
and
going.
Blessed forever.
Well, me personally,
it's nothing personal.
I do what work for me.
You do what work for you. And I dress with what I was blessed with. Never been arrested for nothing domestic. And I chilled the way you met me. With a jet ski attached to a SE. Smoke my Nestle. Don't matter, rat ass cat, where my check be.
No problem with y'all, say it directly.
That's the school.
Went from hard to sweet.
Starved to eat. From no holes and shows to menage and sweets. Now I be the cat that be hard to meet. Getting head from girls that used to hardly speak. That guy, man, Mason Bethel, man, put some respect on his name, man.
Facts.
Kanye said he's one of his favorite rappers.
I mean, not for nothing, me and Sel broke the code. He clearly has been writing for Kanye.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
makes sense.
100%.
He's been writing for everybody.
Yeah,
that's why he's as angry as he is. When the way they doing him, he's
like
angry because
the lack of respect. Cause he's been writing he's been writing the biggest records of history.
He's been penning the fucking
the culture.
Yeah, but like the framework.
For it. Like the
niggas
culture.
think this is fly. Nigga probably wrote all those songs.
I wrote it.
Yeah, and he's not out there saying, "Well, I wrote this and I wrote this," but he like nigga.
He was talking about how he made Fabio. You know, he said Fabio was talking all crazy gangster. He told him to talk about girls. Man. He said, "I'm the reason witty." You know what I'm saying? All of that. Man, but I just want to get back into this third verse real quick because, like I said, not for, the song is just Stunt 101, you know, no pun of G Unit, but he went from hard to sweet, starved to eat, from no hoes at shows to menage and sweets. Now,
hold on, I think you should talk about that because I think that's, and he's been saying that a lot, like you said. You know what I mean? What's it? I was murdered. P Diddy made me pretty. Yeah. Like he's clearly showing you the change and what the change he made in his career and the difference he get. Like before, it was no hoes at shows. Now it's menage and sweets. Yeah,
he getting half them hoes. They used to hardly speak.
Man. So the thing about
isn't that's like a big, it's all kind of shit in between.
And he's saying
they didn't speak to him at all.
I don't believe him.
I mean, if you listen to what Cam and him was saying, he was the dirty one. He ain't have bread growing up. He's the ball Cam clothes. He said that.
He said that. He said he don't understand why niggas used to think he has money.
Yeah.
He's like, why do people think that?
One. He was like, they will fly.
Oh, well, that's crazy.
He was the bummy one. No holes. I mean, he
it's
was
like you look at Mace now, and you're just like, it's no way.
And but it's crazy. He was saying that he used to get into a lot of beef and shit because niggas always felt like he was the one.
Yeah.
But he was like, nigga, I don't got it.
I don't got
why
nothing.
Y'all niggas
even when he was on, he didn't even have it like that.
Why y'all mad at me for?
Nah, man, I think it's crazy because, we talk about this
Murder
a lot.
Mace.
It's very difficult for us to say in songs that we weren't cool when we were young.
Yeah.
We've always been cool. Women have always liked us. Girls have always liked us.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Nah, they liked me.
I'm saying they definitely liked me. You know what I'm saying?
That's on record.
So it's just funny to hear when people say this, and you look at Mace. Like I said, can't nobody stunt better than him. He like you said, he's the framework. He's the blueprint to this stunting stuff. And it's just like you look at him like, damn, this is why you stunting like this, because you really ain't have it.
Yeah, but I think he really has it. I think that's what I'm saying.
He really ain't have it now. He really has it.
And when you say has it, I mean has it now as far as money and stuff. But I think the charisma is clearly what it was. Like you said, as soon as he hit the scene, it's this is it.
This nigga said he said that like he understood the assignment, like the rap assignment, you gotta look away or whatever. So when he got his first little bit of money, he went and he was putting it. But he didn't even have enough to get the shit right. So he was putting like money on it.
Yeah,
but niggas let him have it, and niggas was coming to him like he was rich. He was like, nigga, my shit wasn't even paid off.
I feel like even if you look at little things like the smiling and stuff, like that's personality. That's him being him. So that's what I mean by he had it. He clearly had a spirit that people was gonna gravitate toward, and he was he felt comfortable enough to even show it. And you can give the credit to Diddy, but him as well, you know, because he had to execute it. Even
smiling,
if it was Diddy's
dancing, just enjoying
coming
yourself.
From Murder Mace, asking him to dance, you gotta think, well, how is he thinking about that as an artist? Like, I'm Murder Mace, I spit, you know what I mean?
Soft,
but you know what? Let me try this. I got the swag. You know what I'm saying? But he is the blueprint. I don't think anyone talks crazier than him. And even now, like, you could say his lyrics like regular words. Like, you know what I'm saying? Facts. No hold, let me get half from girls used to hardly speak. You could just say that in a conversation, and it sounds like you're just talking to somebody.
Yeah, it sounds like you're talking fly to somebody.
Yeah.
They say Fab stole his style, right?
He did. It's not even a question about that. It's not. I love Fab, but come on.
And you know what's funny? Diddy's funny because, even Loon, I was just to bring up Loon real quick, he was another one who seemed very smooth.
Very smooth.
He kept trying to bring in, he had a
Hold on, I just want to say, but he's so smooth, but I remember watching an interview with him.
He was a wild nigga, Loon.
He said, why do you think they call me Loon?
He was a wild nigga.
Loony.
Right. He was like, niggas is confused because I'm with Diddy and all of this, but my name is Loon for a reason.
Yeah.
Mace was just able to execute.
That's crazy.
Loon was but other niggas couldn't execute well enough to stay out of
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Niggas was getting involved.
Man, shout out to the guys. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, man, shout out to Mace.
My
shout out to
5.
Diddy. Shout out to Bad Boy.
Don't come for everybody else.
One of the greats.
You know what I'm saying? I think this was just one of them episodes. I need y'all to understand. Mace is one of them guys. When we talk about stunting, nobody does it quite like.
Well, tell me who talks
$8
Who talks fire to $8
I don't know, man. But this is verse for verse. Word. This was $8 Feels so good. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Tell me y'all favorite Mace verse, obviously. Facts. If y'all like something better, we'll be back with some more, of course. And I'm out of here. It's me. Handsome High, baby.
Harlem World.
Word.
These buying my style, I hope they got dental plans. So get it straight from the source and cut out the middleman. Get that pure dough. Get that pure dough. Go get it straight from the source and cut out the middleman. Get that pure dough.